Good morning, Mrs. Dominique. So today I'm going to present my part of the social development slides that Michael and I prepared. So my own part involves the formation of parent-infant bonding, human bonding, and familiarity. So the first slide has to do with the formation of parent-infant bond. So not naturally, babies are very sociable creatures when they are born. So due to this natural fact, they find it easy for them to to create a bond with their parents. So it's just like, and they usually prefer familiar faces and voices and they generally show signs of happiness when they are around people that they are familiar with. Stranger anxiety is a thing that occurs 8 months after they're born. When they start showing signs of discomfort, unhappiness, fear when they encounter a stranger, and they will generally show signs of wanting to return back to their parents. So this at the end just displays an important principle that the brain, mind, and social emotional behavior all develop together, developing simultaneously. So the next slide has to do with human bonding. Says that when 1-year-olds are reunited with their parents, they often show them a lot of love through smiles and hugs. This attachment bond is a powerful survival skill that keeps the babies close to their caregivers. But contrary to previous beliefs and popular beliefs as well, babies are not naturally attached to those who satisfy their needs for nourishment. So this belief was then proved by two scientists in the 1950s, two psychologists in the 1950s, Harry and Margaret Harlow, when they were breeding monkeys. So when they breed monkeys, they will separate the babies from the adults and keep them in individual cages. And in these individual cages, they have cheesecloth blankets that were in these cages. So when they took the cheesecloth blankets to go wash one particular day, they noticed that the monkeys were showing signs of discomfort, signs of distress, and the psychologist decided to dive into it further just to see what it was that was the problem. So they now made two artificial big adult monkeys, and put food on one monkey and put the cheesecloth blanket on another monkey. So naturally people will believe, okay, they'll go to the one that has food, but no, they actually went to the one that has the cheesecloth blanket. So because it represented a comfy and secure base, could be with their mothers. So this research then concluded that babies would rather a secure atmosphere than nourishment at the end. So human infants are naturally attracted and naturally attached to parents who are soft, warm, who rock, feed, and pat. So just basically people and parents that would show them signs of security. That's what they are attached to. So human attachment occurs through touch, and beings generally need a secure base to explore and a safe haven when distressed. These factors naturally shift as we grow, from our family, from our parents, to our friends, to our partners. So as we progress through life, these factors, they change. So next slide is familiarity. So attachment based on familiarity usually occurs at the critical period. The critical period is generally an optimal period where certain events must take place to initiate proper development. So an example would be the critical period for animals is imprinting. So an example would be goslings and ducks and chicks, like chicks of chickens, baby chicks. They have a critical period, which is imprinting, which is basically when they are immediately hatched, like the hours when around the time that they are hatched. When they see their mother, they tend to follow them. They follow the first movie adult that they see, which is normally their mother shop. But like whenever they see the mother, they start following them. They walk with them. From then on, the young fowl will now follow her, and only her alone, won't follow anybody else. So imprinting is just basically generally when a young animal comes to recognize another person or animal as their parents or objects of trust, hence them following them everywhere, which is also similar to children. Although human beings do not imprint, they do get attached to what it is that they've known. So right, even not even just like parents or family members, like things that we're generally familiar with, we are comfortable with. So like an example would be like a child rereading the same book over and over again due to familiarity. So familiarity is basically a safety signal. That's how I ended the slide. So thank you for listening to my slide. Thank you for listening to my presentation. That's all that I have to say. The rest is for Michael, for him to continue and to finish. So thank you, and I hope you have a good day. Happy Sunday.